Hi, and welcome to Let's Pacifist Super Metroid. Now, most of you are probably wondering, isn't this like the worst kind of game to possibly do a pacifist playthrough of? But no, it actually does make sense, and it's actually really challenging because, as you probably well know, most of the drops for super missiles and power bombs come from enemies. The only other refills you get are from pickups. So you have to be really careful to decide, where you're going to use your power bombs and super missiles. And there aren't any health drops except for the recharge thingies, and the same goes for missiles. So you have to be really careful in planning out stuff. And it's actually kind of hard to get places if you're just running around, like, dodging. Because, well, the enemies are kind of in the way sometimes, like they're unavoidable, so there's a lot of force damage. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about what the rules are for this Let's Play. I'm not gonna kill anyone except for bosses or situations where you have to kill everyone to get out of the room. Everything else I'm gonna try to avoid killing as much as possible. That includes those little light guys that you can kill by jumping into them. I'm gonna try to avoid them if I find any. So it's gonna be sort of like a role-played pacifist run instead of like a serious one. Instead of like a technical one, I mean it is pretty serious, right? It's supposed to like sort of emulate what it's like to be a pacifist in real life. So it's like, if you get cornered and people are trying to kill you, you can defend yourself and still be a pacifist, right? So, and also, if you kill someone and you don't get caught, you're technically, not a murderer, but that still isn't exactly pacifism. So it's a lot more about caring about, the lives of others than anything. Anyway, that's a little too preachy, so I'm not really going to talk about that. Let's just get on with the game. So I'm playing this on an emulator, and I'm really used to playing on a SNES, so I'm probably gonna suck a lot. So please bear with me, okay? I'm really new to like recording and playing games online, so please be nice in the spirit of pacifism. We all have our own things going on, but it's always better to treat people with compassion. And that includes, space pirates and, the ZB's wildlife. That kind of does bring up an interesting question, because, like, yeah, I'm playing a pacifist run, but at the end of the game, I'm gonna murder everything on ZBs, except for, the animals that you're supposed to save. So, you might as well just kill everything, because it's all gonna die at the end. Man, I'm really bad at playing with a keyboard. Okay. Oh, he's attacking me. Oh god. Somebody help! Let me out! Oh. I'm going to headbutt you. Fuck you, Ridley. I'm gonna use some speedrun strats. Speedrun strats. This is stupid. All these less pacifists are gonna be really fucking dumb, so I hope you're ready for that. I'm hoping to record a bunch of them, and they're all gonna be fucking terrible, and they're all gonna suck. Okay? Okay? I have to escape, because... Okay, I have a question. Like, who the fuck would put, like, a self-destruct sequence on a research station? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Aren't they here to do, like, science and stuff? Like, why is there a bomb on the research station? That seems a little strange, right? No? Okay. I guess it's just me that thinks that's strange. I'm just gonna take this really slow because we have a lot of time and still hit the steam somehow. I guess I should note at this point that if you've never played Super Metroid, you should not be watching this. You should go and play it yourself, because it's one of the best games ever made. So, if you're watching a Let's Play of it instead of playing it, you're basically just like reading the last page of a really good book. You know, where this game shines is really the gameplay. You know, whether you're a pacifist or not. I mean, the controls are so smooth, and it was just a really great game for its time. And it's still a great game now. Like, people are still playing it, you know. So, now that we're here in Zeebies, we're gonna David Attenborough this shit. And we're not gonna touch any of the animals. And we're gonna be very nice to all the wildlife. Unless, you know, we're cornered. We can shoot doors. The doors don't count towards the pacifist room. I've been trying to think a lot about... Well, not really. You know what? I realized that I should have thought about which route I'm going to take, but I didn't think about it at all. So, like, I'm going to try to stay away from yellow and green doors, but, like, you know, if I get stuck, then I get stuck, and, you know, that's it. That's it. Game over, man. Game over. So, you know, following the story from Metroid 1, you know, supposedly you've been to this planet before, and you're returning here to, because you saw Ridley head here, I believe. Actually, I don't know why. I'm not really sure why she goes to this planet, because that doesn't really make sense. After the space station, there's nothing like... I don't know, I guess she knows that it's like a space pirate stronghold, so that's why she's coming here to get the Metroid back, but she wouldn't really know that Ridley headed here. In fact, there's no indication at all that Ridley is here until you find him, but that's partly because this game is so light on dialogue. You know, this is really like one of my favorite games as a kid. Like, this, you know, the way Samus acts in this game really like kind of affected my life. You know, like that she's kind of like a heroine that sort of single-handedly saves everything without being, you know, really talkative. Because, you know, I'm trying to talk to keep this Let's Play going, but I really don't like talkative people. You know, I think they're annoying. And I really hate, like, when I'm forced to be talkative. Because, you know, there's not enough to say. It's just, you know what? There's nothing useful to say at all in life that you can't say in a few seconds. You know, on that note, you know, that's kind of why I decided to study math, because I really enjoy how dense it is. Like, there's a lot of information per word compared to something like, you know, anything else. Basically, anything that outside of the hard sciences, you know, the density per word is really low. So that's, you know, that's one reason why I really like this game. It's just, it says a lot without really, you know, ever using any words except for the intro. But like, it's perfectly, you know, clear what's happening usually. You know, and I guess that you have to sort of take into account that for most people, the first time they play this, it's not like a... I'll take that. And this room is a little tricky in pacifist mode, as you can see, because these guys are jumping around, and I've actually died in here before, because it's not... Oh my god, I suck. Oh my god, why am I so terrible at this game? I need to play with an actual controller instead of a keyboard. Yep, I'm gonna die. I am actually gonna die. I better not die right now, because that would be really embarrassing. Oh, I died. That is really fucking embarrassing. Oh my god. Okay, in the next episode, I'll meet you back here.